And we are live, everyone. Welcome. My name is Trent, aka TD, and I'm joined by the amazing MikeDCrypto from WAXDAO. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. I like that introduction. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, awesome. We got Wax NFT Gaming in the house, Flopsterino, Reddish Fox, some NFTG TD guy, and yeah, dude, super excited. So we've had you on before. It was a while ago, right? Man, that was months ago, right?
Yeah, I'd have to say at least like 2 months ago.
Yeah. So tell the people who might not know who you are. I can't imagine that nobody knows who you are, but just give them a little background on your history in Wax, what it is you do, the project you represent, and I don't know, anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, so my name's Mike. I'm the guy who created WAXDAO.io. It's basically a website. It's an NFT market, but mainly we make tools for creators on Wax so people can create staking farms and things like that. There's a whole bunch of stuff we'll get into. I've been in crypto for like a long time and haven't made the most of it. Lots of ups and downs. And then I just started building like a year ago, so here I am.
Yeah, man. When did you start WAXDAO?
June 10th of this year.
Nice.
About 5 months.
Excellent. Yeah, it's almost something else that we almost have in common. My birthday's right on the 7th, and we're both from New Jersey, for the crowd who doesn't know that.
I'm New York over here.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that, yeah. Are you an Eagles fan?
I don't really pay too much attention to football, to be honest.
All right, no good. All good, man. Yeah, they're killing it. Don't do me with the sub, dude. Shout out, brother. Thank you. So you said you've been in crypto for a while, man. What the fuck is going on? Like it's so bad, right? I mean, what are your thoughts on this week?
Yeah, the whole FTX thing, like, I don't know, man. I'm one of those people who never really has followed like current events so closely, which
Right.
You know, it's a blessing and a curse. I guess it has its positives and negatives. It's a lot more peaceful for me, and I can focus on what I want to focus on.
Yeah.
But I also miss out on some opportunities because of that, because I don't have my ear to the street so much. I haven't been following the FTX thing like all that close. I'm in building mode right now.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm happy with the market because I price my services in USD, so the cheaper wax gets, the more opportunity I have to stack a nice pile of wax for the long term.
Yeah, agreed. And it's funny, you said well, I think you alluded to that, the bear market, like it's the time for building, and I've seen that. I've said it. I've seen it reiterated several times on social media, but I don't know. I know you're building because I can see it, and we're going to talk about everything that has changed since we last had you on. But I don't know. Like, I kind of want to see all these people who are saying now's the time for building. Like, all right, it's time to show your work. We're about halfway through the bear market. What do you got? I'd be super curious to see what comes out of this, man. Kush Dubs with the shout out. So yeah, this is a good thing to ask. So I don't know if you watch our Taco Tuesday streams, Mike, but so the hardware that I have here, I can pair my phone to it, and we have a Google Voice number. So I could I'm putting you on the spot big time here. So I could throw a phone number up on the screen here about halfway through, and if you're okay with it, we can field some phone calls. If
I am totally down. Totally down.
Awesome, dude. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, my Brian Dawkins jersey. All right, so about those updates, let me pull our screen back up here.
I'm trying to think what I even had on here the last time we spoke. There's like, did I have blends last time?
I think so. Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, I just shaved. All right, so take me through what we see here. So I have the market, the blends, staking, and tokens. Where should I go first?
I guess real quick, if you want to check out, this probably isn't as cool as some of the other stuff, but if you want to click on tokens real quick.
Yeah, let me hit this music a little lower for there we go. How's that, Least Comic? You better? You said click on tokens?
Yeah. So we've had the token creator itself since the past. A couple of new things here. There's an OTC market now where people can buy Wojak. That's pretty much coming from like team tokens that I kept since the beginning. That's in the white paper. It uses a 24-hour average price.
Okay.
It basically just allows people to buy more without slippage. But yeah, so it's just like Alcor, but it uses a 24-hour average, and you can buy like it's one value. There's no slippage, pretty much. But that's not even the thing I wanted to show you when I said click on tokens. I just saw it on the screen. We just recently, if you click on Token Explorer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a coin market cap type of thing for Wax tokens. So you can get like supply info about all the different tokens and prices and websites and NFT collections for some of these projects. So it's a lot of cool stuff there. It's a work in progress, but
yeah, dude. Yeah, I like it. Let's see. We can sort by price. Can we sort in both directions? Oh shit, we sure can.
Yeah. So there's not there's not a ton of data available for every single token out there. So I'm having to do some manual like aggregation of different.
Right.
So some of them don't have a photo, or some of them don't have market cap info yet, but I'm collecting more.
You know how the images get on here, right? Or they get to Alcor, right? Through the pull request on the repo.
So I pretty much cloned the Alcor thing when I first made it.
Yeah.
I used those images, but then I also have a listing request form, so projects that aren't listed on Alcor can submit their photos to me, and I'll put them on here.
Cool. Yeah, I just checking out to see your images. Yeah, it looks great, dude. Awesome. And then so listing requests. So I know that the token creator was one of the first tools, right?
The very first, yeah.
It was, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I gave it a little bit of an upgrade too. I know it's not perfect yet, but the UI is a lot more intuitive than it was in the past.
Okay.
So it pretty much walks you through the process now and tells you everything you need to know.
Oh yeah.
All the actions are on one page here.
Okay.
Whereas in the past there was this like giant sidebar, and you had to go to different links for each thing. There was like a create token page and a deploy. Now it's all in one spot. You just go right through the whole process on one page.
Excellent. Oh, and you know what? I saw you tweet out something about 200 plus wax being added to some pool for something. What was that about?
Yeah, so our token, the Wojak token, if you provide liquidity for that on Alcor for the Wojak Wax pool, you can stake those Wojak Wax LP tokens on WAXDAO in our LP farm, and you get 50% of pretty much 50% of anything that comes into WAXDAO goes into that reward pool. So it's
okay. So if we wanted to add to it, like just directly add to the pool with like nothing in return, is there a way I could do that?
You mean the liquidity pool or to the
the rewards pool, not the LP.
Yeah, that's one thing that people keep asking me, and it is technically possible right now. Like in the contract, it's possible. You would just have to send with a specific memo. But I really want to add a button on the front end for this because I just think that would be so cool for you go to a farm and you're like, you know what, I want to add something to this.
A tip button. I can send you. So I was like kind of digging around in your code, and I see that you're using React. And it looks like maybe a couple CSS frameworks. Looks like maybe
styled components and Tailwind.
Yeah, styled components and Tailwind. Yep. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Next.js. I don't know if you've played around with it.
Yeah, I don't have it set up, but I really want to start getting into it, especially for SEO purposes. I know it's supposed to be better for the server side rendering or whatnot, right?
Yeah, lots of really cool things. And yeah, like I could talk for hours about it. I think there's just so many like a lot of the new technologies, they're all being like built to be compatible with uh like the Next.js's and the remixes and like there's I think Astro build and Quick or these new JavaScript frameworks that are like they're wild, like they're super fast and super cool, and basically everything is it's almost like everything is on one page. Like your back end, your middleware, and your front end is all in one file, and it's crazy. Like you'll have to check it out. I'll just show it to you.
There's honestly, there's so many frameworks that keep coming out, but
Right, yeah.
Next, I really want to dive into it and learn more about it soon because it could definitely be helpful.
Yeah, dude. I wouldn't say I'm a pro at anything, but I've been developing with Next for I don't know, for some time now. So hell yeah, dude. I'd be more than happy to help you out with anything.
That sounds great.
The frame behind me is it's a so it was a reward for collecting all 30 Cool Cats Top Shot NFTs back in back when everything was going insane and then everything dropped. So yeah, people were under the impression that if they were doing this like master challenge and collecting all of these rarer NFTs out of these really expensive packs, they were going to get the it's like really super expensive rare challenge reward, and like it was like barely, I don't even think it was a break even, like the value by the time everything crashed. And like a good company should do, and I would love to see more of them doing this. Like Gala, for example, doesn't do this, but like Top Shot knew like shit, like our guys pumped a lot of money into this and they just got killed. Like what can we do to make this right? And so they put us all into a special group, and like we still get benefits to it to this day. I got added to like their La Liga, which is soccer apparently, beta drop. So yeah, and they sent me this. It's called a Infinite Object. You guys can buy them for your kids' videos and stuff if you want. Let me Google this shit real quick. So anyway, yeah, Infinite Object.
That's pretty cool, man. Companies going above and beyond is one of those
Yeah,
things.
man.
I keep coming across that.
Yeah, I really do hope that. I mean, this last week, I know of a couple people that fortunately will be okay, but like they got hit pretty hard, man. Like for almost like 6 figures, and that just blows, you know. So
I've been there, man. 2018. I mean, I made. I would have been quote unquote set for life if you ask an average person after 2018. I know what it feels like to lose it all. But cool. That's why I'm happy now that I'm in such a this isn't by accident. This is what I said throughout the whole bull market. I wasn't making a lot of money, and I was like, all I need to do is just create something where I can
right.
pay bills and stack crypto throughout the next bear market. And now I finally got there.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, so I'm on the blends page now, right? So where would I go to create a blend, right? I'm just looking at a random one, I think here, right?
Yeah, this is just a random one. If you go to the blends page, I think right there at the top, there's the create new blend.
Oh, yeah, no shit, look at that.
You can also do it in the wallet if you're logged in.
Yeah. So I have to add a contract to my approved, right? Authorized.
So that's only for if you want to do mint on demand blend results, because you can use pre-minted pools. You can use fungible tokens as blend results. The only thing you need to authorize us for is, well, I guess there's 2 different things. You need to authorize us if you want to have us actually mint NFTs on your behalf as a blend result.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing where because we actually pay you RAM back if like, let's say you do that, and then we mint an NFT for you.
Huh?
We pay the RAM for that, but we debit your balance, we debit your RAM to cover
Right,
it.
right.
If that NFT gets burned later on down the line,
Right.
like,
It goes back to you,
Yeah.
not the holder or the yeah. And
So-
you know what? A lot of that RAM probably goes back to the marketplaces, and nobody's the wiser. But you're saying that you're cognizant of it, and you have something in place to reimburse or refund, rather.
So you have to have WAXDAO market set up as a notify account on your collection, because the only way that we can do that is we have to get notified when the burn happens. And
Right. Yeah.
So if we get notified, we check the info, calculate the bytes, and send you back the wax.
Yeah, man, that's super cool. That's awesome that you even recognized that and decided that you were going to add that in. So I know, I feel like I've seen maybe Atomic Hub and maybe Nifty issue periodic or I don't think they've issued any of those refunds in a while. But don't quote me on that because I haven't done my homework. I'm kind of going off of what somebody else told me. But yeah, it's interesting, man. You know.
Yeah, I know Atomic Hub did some calculations where they replayed the whole blockchain, I think. But I mean, they have their own the Atomic Assets APIs and stuff.
Right,
so
right.
I don't have that. I can't do that.
Yeah. So, but speaking of tools that you do use, so walk me through like what does MikeDCrypto look like, right? And I guess like start off with your operating system, like your Linux, iOS, PC, and then what's your code editor and etc.
So I'm on Mac right now.
Okay.
My code, I'll use Visual Studio Code for all my React front end stuff. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's just a personal preference. I don't use Visual Studio Code for the C++ contracts. I use Sublime Text for those.
Interesting.
I'm really not sure why. It's just what I started with, I think, and now I'm just familiar with it. And I don't know. Well, you know, I also have like a few like local servers running most of the time when I'm testing things out in Visual Studio Code. So I think I don't want to like keep adding more windows to that. That's probably part of it.
Yeah. So what browser do you test with? Or are you like actively developing it?
Yeah, I Chrome and Firefox for the most part. I'll occasionally test stuff in like Safari just to get like some CSS properties working.
Right.
But yeah, for some reason lately too, I don't know what it is, but Firefox has been crap for me. It's up to date too, but it's just crashing all the time, and it's so slow that I've just been using Chrome lately a lot.
Yeah, I use Chrome and Brave pretty much only. So it's weird. I compartmentalize like my accounts and like testnet accounts. Like that's what Firefox is for. Yeah. I only go to Wax test blocks or Wax test Atomic Hub and etc. in Firefox. That way I can never confuse it. If I'm in Firefox, I'm doing testing shit, and then I split off Chrome and Brave for different Gmail logins. I don't know. It's kind of crazy and weird if you were to see all my monitors and stuff.
I need some more monitors, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you have 2 monitors?
Yeah, I got 2, but I'm like, I don't even have my proper setup now because I'm in an Airbnb at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Dude, I did I know what that's like. I did a long stretch of right around this time last year. I was in Airbnb after Airbnb.
Yeah, I'm here for 3 months. I left Florida like 2-3 weeks ago.
Because of the hurricane?
No, I was there. Okay. I was in my house for the hurricane. We lost power. Yeah, it was I had a living situation that was negatively affecting my business and my life, so I just had to get out of there.
Yeah, that's the same issue a similar thing going on. Yeah, man. Well, hey, I'm glad that you're safe and focused and peaceful.
Thank you,
'Cause
man.
you
And
can't
yeah,
put a price on that, man.
I've never felt better. I haven't been angry since I got here, not once. I've listened to 19 audiobooks in the last
Oh yeah. I saw that. I saw that. What's been your favorite one thus far?
Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? I have something for you. 1 second. I just need to send it over to an email. You can ping it to me in private chat, but I got some audiobooks for you. I went and I pulled them down for you off of I think Audible. You should be able to listen to them off of Audible, right?
Yeah, I have an Audible membership, but it's like, I wish I could just, like, why can't I just buy more credits? It's so weird. You get 1 credit per month with like your membership, and then you can't listen to anything else unless you like buy the book or.
What? Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, they have a free section that's unlimited, but all the books in it suck.
Yeah. Here, let me. So I think I commented on one of them. Let me know if you've heard or read any of these. So, shit. Let me look at those things. All right. So Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
I've heard of it. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah. Manufacturing Consent, the Political Economy of Mass Media. And Good to Great, Why Some Companies Make the Leap and Others Don't. So, yeah, dude, I have these in a zip file for you. I'm going to send them over.
I greatly appreciate that, man, because, man, after I hit, like, I'm at book 19 right now. I've moved on to I've moved on to biographies. It's just like, it's hard to find that many good books that aren't just repeating the same stuff from like
right.
Napoleon Hill's books or.
Yeah, I gotta say, Outliers is probably one of the best books I've ever read.
He has another one too that's popular, right? Malcolm Gladwell.
Yeah, he did one called Tipping Point. I didn't read that. I despise reading, which is weird because I don't know who hates reading, right? People who can't read. I can read, but thanks for it.
Audiobooks are good. I just
right, yeah. So when you're learning dev stuff, is that your main way? Are you watching videos or?
Yeah, mostly videos and just diving in, trial and error. I do want to listen to. I'm actually have that pulled up on Audible. I want to buy it probably tomorrow. The Pragmatic Programmer. It's like it's one of those books that everyone says you got to read if.
Right.
But
I feel like there's one with design something also.
Yes,
right?
Data by Design.
Yeah, like the Bibles of programming. I found. Let me see if I remember that.
I bet everyone's watching. It's like, what the hell are these guys doing?
Yeah, dude. Hey,
right now?
I think we have the right crowd here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see Crispy in there. I think Immersis. I know Lee's Comic is in here. We got some technical heads in here, which is good. I feel like they might have known that this was the kind of stream this would be.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not even about like the topic itself. It's more about making moves, figuring out how to improve yourself and things like that. So
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen this one, but this has been I'll post a link here. So it's refactoring.guru. Like go into like design patterns. I don't know. It's just like super well done, and it tackles like for me like really complicated topics and makes it like the picture. Like who doesn't like pictures? Like as soon as you put pictures in there, like I immediately feel like it's less complex and technical than really because you have pictures, right? It can't be that.
It's
technical.
it's like documentation, but it doesn't feel like documentation.
Yeah, and it's all just really well done. It takes like super complex topics and makes them easy to digest, and there's quite a bit in here. So this is in the shill. They're not paying me to do this. I just genuinely really liked this website.
Yeah, I wrote it down. I'm gonna check it out because that's exactly what I want to start diving into a little more. It's not even necessarily like a specific coding language. It's more like,
Right.
just like the logic, because that's all coding is. It's not even about a language. Once you learn one language, you can learn anything. It's about the logic. So you have the how to go about things in your brain. Everything else is pretty easy.
Yeah. You know what? Let's. What time are we at? Damn, dude. When? Oh, okay. Whew. I'm like, there's no way we've been at an hour already. I forgot we started it at the half. So I'll go ahead and throw this number up here. But he would like to dial in. I'm gonna go ahead and look up the Bluetooth. I gotta put headphones on for this. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, if you have any questions for Mike, and I do see a question in the audience, so I'll go ahead and throw that up there. Tissue asks, why WAXDAO not load properly on all the collections and images? Search feature doesn't get any collections.
Yeah, it might be the API.
Sure.
Maybe an API based on where you're located or something like that. I'm not having any issues.
Yeah.
Search feature. Which page are we? What are we? Collections. Which page are we even talking about? Because I don't have collection specific pages just yet either. The best place to follow along with the roadmap stuff would probably just be in the Telegram. I made a roadmap when I first started in June, and I completed everything on that, probably like way beyond what I published in the roadmap. A couple things have changed. I don't have like an up-to-date, like professional looking roadmap or anything right now. But if you join the Telegram, you can pretty much just ask what I'm working on and you'll get a pretty good idea.
But why are you only in Telegram?
I don't know. I have a Discord too. I just like never used it. I hate it. It's like I shouldn't say I hate it. It's just I don't know. I always have Telegram open and I have it on my phone too. Discord.
That's a good. I'm not a fan. I went off on a little rant about it on. Like I said, I came in. Just like I know that probably sounded like bullshit. Like I legit did come into Telegram, like specifically reach out, and then like I started like catching up on everything, and I remember like fuck man, like I hate this place.
Yeah, I can see that too. It's just social media in general. I feel like.
Yeah, Climbing Moon, dude. I hear you. I would love to, Mike. I would love to do this on any kind of regular cadence. Also, man. We can get it more structured if you want. Also,
I'm down because I've been wanting to do my own like weekly streams. So anything to get me in the mix, I'm totally up for that.
Hell yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with Climbing Moon. I know he's big in the I believe Immersis and obviously NFT Gamer TV communities and probably a few others. A dev himself, and it's pretty awesome. I believe at Python. I think I've asked you this, right? What your primary coding language is? Python, correct?
Are you're asking them or me?
No, I'm asking you. Yeah. Sorry.
No, mostly. I guess these days it's mostly just React and JavaScript and C++.
Oh damn!
But I started off like PHP for so long. And
I think we talked about that. Yeah, because I might have mentioned to. That's kind of where I started with like Joomla, back in. Back when like WordPress wasn't WordPress yet. It was just like another CMS with Drupal and Joomla, and I went all in on the wrong one. So okay, got a question for Tissues. Nice that you can put a claim all button, but when can we select the like 3 or 4 a time to claim for one we have chosen? So I guess like a multi-select is what's being asked.
I don't. I don't think it's necessary if I'm understanding, because it shouldn't fail if you have nothing for a specific. Like if you claim all and one of them has zero balance, it will just skip over it. As far as I remember, how did you get an error when you try to claim and one of them was empty or something?
Yeah, that's a good question. Or a good response question. Wait, what I'm understanding is, so if you're looking at a list of I guess things that you can claim, there's no difference between picking out the ones that have values as opposed to just picking out all of them. And like you said, if there's nothing there, it'll skip over it. Like it shouldn't make any kind of a time difference, right? Or any kind of latency, right? It'll just zip through all of them, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. What is going to be the next update you planned to release soon?
Yeah, so right now there's a lot of little things that I just keep pushing out every day. I put out like 2 or 3 updates a day the last few days. Those are all little UI things and just small features added to the contract. The next big thing I'm currently working on right now is the escrow platform as a job platform where businesses and creators can get together, use escrow, and hire each other and things like that. It's a freelancer platform like Fiverr.
Yeah, dude.
I'm working on that right now. I just started it a couple days ago. It's coming. It's cool, man. I'm really excited for it. So people will be able to like make a profile on there and say, I'm good at doing this. You can pay me X amount of money for whatever job, and then some employer can find you. It's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Are you working on side projects? Ooh. Or is WAXDAO your main focus right now?
Well, side projects for me, not necessarily. I am helping a couple other people with like some freelance work because I got to pay the bills. But yeah, I have two other projects right now that I'm working on, or 3 other projects that I'm helping other people with. But one of them's on hold for at least a month, and one of them's wrapped up basically, and the other one's pretty much done too. So it's going to be full on WAXDAO pretty soon.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not quite like I'm getting what you're saying, Tissues. I think the audience is kind of I don't know if I'm misunderstanding it. I hear what you're saying, and the way that I would respond to that, if I were a solo dev working on a project of this like magnitude, like how fucking awesome this is, right? And it was just me, and like that kind of a request was coming in, I would say like, you know what, I'm gonna note that down, but I don't see that on the roadmap for the foreseeable future. It was because I don't know. It's yeah, like that would be I don't know. Like I would know how to effectuate it. It's a multi-select checkbox, and I can tell you in React it's a bitch to do it a lot of the times because of how you're handling state and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know if we're talking about farms or pools either, staking pools or NFT farms, but I don't think it should be necessary for. Yeah, just pop in the Telegram and just ask me right in. That's the best place to get in touch with me in the WAXDAO Telegram.
Yeah, and I'm not coming down on you, Tissues. It's yeah, man, cool. We appreciate the suggestions. Kush Dubs also, I believe, does. Cool, man.
No one wants to call me, man.
Yeah, dude. So here's, like the first time that I did it, it's very much like social media, like Twitter. Like if you tweet something out, like it would behoove you to get like 2 of your friends to just go comment on it immediately, because like once you like break the seal on something like that, then everybody wants to do it, right? Like if 2 people comment on a tweet, then that's like 90% more likely, or some kind of really high percentage more likely to get engagements. Nobody wants to be the first and the only.
Yeah, it's like a weird loop. Like if someone was on the phone right now asking me something, everyone would probably be sitting there like, "Nah, I want to ask. It's my turn."
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I mean, shit, we can keep it going. Tell me, give me some numbers, man. I went and I saw, where was I poking around at? I found your advertising, which I love. I think we're gonna emulate. Like it seems like it's kind of like a kind of playing off like what Nefty did with theirs.
Yeah, pretty similar.
Yeah. I love it. Tell me about that. How is that going?
There's been a few people, which I'm very grateful for, that have booked some banners, but it's surprising that it just like people don't really use it all that much. I think it's been a good week or so at least without a banner. It's like 50 wax, which is $2.50 to have.
Yeah,
to advertise in front of. It depends what numbers you look at. If you look at DAP Radar, we have like 300 daily active users right now using the contract. On Google,
yeah,
we're getting like 20 to 30 clicks just from search results every day.
yeah.
And, that's like new users searching for us. So the amount of people actually using this site is like, I gotta check analytics, but
yeah. So I saw all of this, and this seemed like it was pretty up to date, man. Right?
Yeah, I'm not logged in right now for analytics, but yeah, that was posted like maybe a little over a month ago.
I love your commentary in here. Yeah, right here. Do with this info as you please. We make no guarantees. We're constantly growing and building our user base, though. So personally, I'd say it's a bargain.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be straight. Like, I know
dude.
I'm not exactly like I'm not exactly white collar or suit and tie, but some people appreciate the directness, I think.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hey, so where do I like? So okay, I want to buy an ad. Where do I go?
If you go to there's two places.
I think you told me.
Yeah, right? You can either go directly to the wallet, and there'll be an advertise button in the sidebar. And if you go, actually, what you were just reading at the bottom of that page, there should be a link that takes you to the wallet.
Yeah, I gotta log in. And this is.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it if you're in the wrong browser or whatever.
No. I'm gonna log in with the right wallet. So, yeah, man, I've been obsessed lately and really going hardcore into component-driven development, or maybe more specifically, front-end microservices. You already know what a microservice is. And they're typically just like back-end. And for the audience, if you don't know what a microservice is, it's exactly what it sounds like. Like just think of like how like an app would work. And it has like a front end and a back end and a database and something to control everything. Well, just like miniaturize that and make it so that it's just handling like one responsibility, like maybe logging users in. That's the only thing this thing does, and it handles it all, and it has everything it needs itself, and it's running independent of everything else. So that's how microservices work, and that's how huge apps scale. I think horizontally. I forget which direction. I think it's horizontally. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if you know. And if I'm not mistaken, the girl from Uber is the one who like pioneered all of it. Wrote one of wrote the Bible on microservices. And like I said, they're typically only backend, and now they're starting, because all of these like incredible JavaScript frameworks are being developed, and it's moving to the front end. And man, dude, like I think for Web3, it's going to be a game changer if the right momentum can get built behind it. Yeah, here we go. I got to highlight this comment. Telegram is trash. Thank you, Crispy.
Yeah. Everyone's got their preferences. I think, the microservices thing for sure, though, because, you want to be able to take something out if there's an issue or a bug with one thing, one component, or one little responsibility in your application, and just be able to swap it out for something else, ideally.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. I'll show you some things here in a second when we're playing some games or whatever that I've been working on. I want to put up an ad though, because I know that I just uploaded a new image of ours. Uh, I'll do it. I will always highlight it. Where do I go now? I'm kind of lost again for advertise. Walk me there slowly. Okay. Do I have to review the terms first?
Nah. I mean, shit, you know your way around React. You could probably just
Yeah, dude. All right. So now let me just make sure. You said 1280 by 200, right?
Yeah, it's not like it's gonna fail if it's not that or anything, but it'll probably be a little distorted.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you're keeping everything. All of your images are local, correct? You're not using a CDN.
No, I use basically IPFS for everyone else's stuff, and then for my own like things that I actually branding and things like that, those are within the application.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I should probably build like it's actually on my list somewhere for the daily ad. I should probably just have like a local, even if it's a no SQL thing or something like that, just somewhere where I can keep that image for a day.
Yeah. No doubt. I wonder how this will scale. You said 1280 by 200?
I think that's what I'm not on the page right now. Is that what it says?
Yeah. That's what I thought I saw. Yeah. That seems like it's too skinny, but I guess not.
Do I have it showing you a preview when you enter it or no?
No, but I guess I know where one's at, right? Isn't there one on like the market page, right?
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah, that's 1280, 200. Well, shit. All right. I may have to prettify this here. So let me get something for these kids to stay entertained with while we do that. I do that. Did you notice that I guess you probably don't hop on too many streams. I would imagine Gaz updated Crittercraft, and I don't know if you noticed it. You can't see it. I'm not sharing my bed.
No, sir. Yeah, I haven't been watching anything lately. The audiobooks and
yeah, that's good. Right. Y'all know what to do if you've been here before. Wallet, exclamation play, hammer, followed by your wallet address. And yeah, I'm going to just fix this image really quickly so I can subscribe us to this ad. What do you have, or what are you looking most forward to, I guess, and out of 2023, Mike, or beyond?
Yeah, it's very, I don't want to sound cliche and stuff like that, but I really don't focus too far on the future. I focus on what I can control, right? Like I don't have result-based goals and things like I want to be here at this date. It's more like get up today. I know I need to do this and that'll get me to where I need to be. So
I dig it, dude.
Yeah, I'm focused on what I'm looking forward to today to making moves.
Hell yeah, dude. Have you ever participated in a hackathon?
I have not.
Yeah, I've done one, and it was recently, and I put my mouse through, like I threw it so hard, like there's like a little dent wall, which like I'm not proud of that because like that's just unacceptable behavior. But I'm pointing it out because it was the most stressful and like upsetting and amazing and fun. Like it was both, man. Like it was crazy, and I would totally do it again. And I would try not to break another mouse.
So you just have like X amount of time to build something cool.
Yeah, dude, you're under. Yeah, it was the most, like, when the pressure was on, it was like the most stress I've ever felt, like, ever, because like I was trying to do something. um I made a lot of mistakes going into it that I probably wouldn't make a second time around. um I was trying to build a Chrome extension, and if you know anything about them, so first off, like, Google's kind of like a bitch about what they'll allow, because they were taken advantage of, and a lot of malicious and bad code got into their the Chrome extension store, and so there was a huge crackdown. In fact, you can't even, if I'm not mistaken, you still can't even, like, you used to be able to have premium extensions, and now, like, they won't let you do that. You have to go like some kind of weird route around it. So anyway, they had just moved to their newest manifest, which is, it's like basically the way that you have to do things. And it was like, I didn't think it would be that different. Like, we're going from V2 to V3. Like how different could it be, dude? It's very different, and frustratingly different. And so I wasn't prepared for those differences. Trying to build a Chrome extension in like 2 days, or rebuild one that had been built. And yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it was pretty great.
I could imagine that wouldn't be great, because especially when you get stuck in coding, like the one thing you're supposed to do is get up and get away from the computer for a minute. So like,
Yeah, dude.
not being able to do that during a high pressure situation seems like it would suck.
Yo, yeah, dude. Sandy and I are both in Austin. Dude, we are totally throwing an NFT Texas, or Austin or something. In fact, I even bring up hackathons. I don't want to make any promises yet, but Sandy and I have we have a meeting scheduled with a lady from a company that helps sponsor or build. I'm not exactly sure. Let me pull up the email again. And yeah, we're super interested in what they have to say, and if that's something that we want to sponsor and promote and compete in.
That'd be pretty
What do you think,
man.
dude? Would you come out to Austin for the finals?
I would come out to Austin, even if you had an NFT thing. I'd come out like this. Honestly, I was gonna go to Texas before I came here. I'm in Myrtle Beach right now.
Oh, damn!
I was gonna go to Texas. I had no plan. I left my house in a U-Haul truck. I just got a U-Haul.
Oh, damn!
Found an Airbnb that night and just drove here. I'm here for 3 months, and then I'll probably go to Texas after this.
And yeah, dude, hit me up for real.
I will. Yeah, I was looking at like San Antonio.
Yeah,
I love
dude.
Texas, man. I have a tattoo of Texas on my forearm.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I did not know that. All right, we'll give this a few more seconds, and then we'll play a game. Yeah, he said, "Let's see it." Shit.
Let's see. Oh. I don't know how good my lighting is and whatnot, but
oh shit! Hold on, let me solo layout. Boom! There we go.
Yeah, I got that.
Dude.
The Yellow Rose in just Texas. I got that last year. I went there for like a month and a half doing some work with a friend of mine. Some guy I met on Telegram, actually through NFTs, just called me up one day and was like,
"What?
Yo, man, I'm going to sell posters at colleges. You want to come meet some college girls and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so."
Ah, shit. All right, last call for Grubfish. Y'all get in. Here we go. So yeah, this lady said that they help with, I guess, team information, idea submission, prototype submission, jury evaluation, and leaderboards, which sounds great. I don't know. I'm super excited about like what I've been working on and trying to build over the last month or so, and really like bringing these bleeding edge technologies into Web3. we're just like helping out like, you know, I feel like we've been in this space long enough that like we kind of know what the pain points are, and like what's needed, and where like the most help would be. You know, obviously you do, because look what you went and built. You built the tools to help those people, right? And like I kind of see it the same way. Like there's just a lot of opportunity for, I feel like, for like these indie projects and solo devs, and to be helping each other in a way by sharing more code, if that makes sense. I'm probably not making sense, but
It makes total sense, man. It's you can't do anything by yourself. It's one of my weaknesses. I'm a lone dev over here. I mean, like you said, look at everything I've done, but like imagine what I could do if I wasn't doing it myself.
right, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. And so let me show you something that I built the other day. Just to like, so I don't. It's a platform called bit.dev, and like they're kind of new, like not super new. I think it's like two years, but that's nothing really. Um, and they have a platform. It's gonna super cool. I'll send it to you in a second. And I can kind of just give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. They're doing the dance off. I'll share it back here in a second. So, like it's almost like it's a like a repository. So like these are all the components that I built, and some of them are just like they're just design tokens. So like if you like for like pink, for example, like all this file really is just a bunch of colors. That's it. It's like a theme like you would have for like Tailwind or whatever. But I
Yeah,
could share it, right? And it's out there, and anybody who wants to use it, they can install it just like an npm package, like literally the same way. And so let me show you like the, where'd it go? Tell me I don't.
that's cool, man.
Oh yeah, here we go. So like the UAL, when I know that for the longest time it was definitely confusing to me because I didn't know context yet, right? Um, so even learning how the UAL worked at all, it was super confusing. With something like BitDev, not only could you make it so that it's just the button. Let me show you. It's like this works. Like this is inside of you can see where I'm at. Bit.cloud. Like it'll let me log in because it's running in like it's almost like in a Docker container, kind of, right? Because everything's compiled and running together. And now if somebody wanted to install this, like you could just come over here, go to npm install, and as long as you had added me and it was a public, if I was sharing this publicly, which is right now it's not perfect yet, but you just need to add it as a scoped registry, and then like you could literally pull this down, and like the overview would essentially show you how to use it. And like this isn't like super easy yet, but it could be with a little more work and a little more effort put into making it so that you could customize the providers. So like you could add Wombat or take it out, or you could add an Anchor, take it out. Dude, you can get this down to like literally like 2 tags, like just wrap your app, or if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, it makes total sense because, like you said, learning context was when I first set up my original version of WAXDAO. Like, I pretty much copied the example anchor UAL anchor thing or whatever, and then I tried to modify it for myself. But I was making new components, and like they wouldn't
Right,
obviously
dude.
they didn't have the
Yeah.
context in them because I didn't know, and I was like, then I just
Yeah.
copied and pasted. I didn't really get it, but now I get it. So it's
Yeah, dude. And I just think that oh yeah, no, I didn't do the dance off. I'm sorry. I went back to. Did you not see either of them? Y'all saw the first part, right? Did I not? Oh, you didn't see the beginning or the ending. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. Yo, how come y'all didn't say anything? Over here talking about tech stuff. You guys are missing grub. My bad. Yeah, I didn't know either. All right. Well, the first winner, I'll announce it, I guess, was Seb 13 Tarba. I don't know how to say that. Sebi Tarba. And then Danny Boy on the dance off. My bad, guys. Magnetic voice. Ha. So yeah, the TLDR, Mike, on what I'm trying to build is it's a browser add-on that is going to use like this modular type technology, but then also NFTs. And let me see if I have my testnet stuff really quick fired up. I think that through browser add-ons, I don't know if you've played with them at all.
Not so much as far as like developing my own.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that could be done that could really help build the metaverse, just flat out. And here, I'm going to show you something here. I hope I don't. It's been a minute since I was playing with this version of this testnet, so hopefully this doesn't make me look like an idiot. I'll show you something. You can tell me what you think. All right, I'm going to stop the grubfish and I'm going to announce it this time. And so we need to go back to it. Okay. All right. What do you think of this new Verify Me thing that Atomic Hub is doing?
I don't know. I don't like use Atomic Hub all that much, but every time I try to log in to do testnet stuff, it's annoying.
Right.
I'm on testnet, bro. Give me a break.
Yeah, agreed. So you do use Pinata?
I've used it before, yeah.
Yeah, so they have a feature technology, something called Submarine, if you've heard it or seen it, and it's a way to essentially gate or restrict access to data, whatever that data is, based off of some variable, which is in almost all cases going to be ownership of an NFT. And so that's kind of what what I'm playing with, or I'm showing you here. So there's this data field that has this long hash. This hash gets in a JWT that lets you hit the, and does all of that, and you get back a bunch of data about a feature for the Chrome extension. And now I just need to. I don't even have it installed here, I don't think. 1 second. Oof. Yeah, dude, I might not be showing you. Maybe I'll just show you the video. I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. Yeah, my computer's a disaster. So
yeah, if I wasn't ready for this, I don't want to stumble through it because I don't know about you, but like, dude, of the same thing that I'm working on, I can have 15 different folders that all have like 10 different versions inside of them. And it's just madness. And I don't know how I keep any of it ever organized.
You just know in your head like which file name was.
Oh yeah, that was double underscore, not single. yeah.
Dude. I always get nervous updating contracts and stuff. I'm like, man, what if imagine I open the wrong version and just replace the contract?
Yeah, we got the legend guys in the house. We were just talking about you, man, and the updates that you did on Crittercraft, man. Super appreciate you. Flop Starino, why Wax? What attracted you the most to start here? Great question, dude.
Yeah, I got into Wax somebody invited me over when the Top Shot stuff was going on.
Oh shit.
And then once I tested it out, I just like, obviously, I don't need to explain to you why Wax is great. It's cheap and fast, and everything works, and all that. And Ethereum was having like $500 gas fees at the time, so I kept playing around on it. I liked it, and then once I started building things, I guess. What are you going to build on Ethereum that hasn't been built yet, or
Right,
somebody else
right.
isn't building? So I looked around Wax, and I was just like, "Holy shit, man! There's like, how are none of my ideas that I'm thinking of done yet? Like, I feel like I had so many obvious ideas that would be great for Wax, and I looked around, and none of them were done. So I was like, this is the place to be, because I can't imagine in a year or two that Wax is still going to be like not as developed as it is.
Right.
So it's either I do it or someone else is going to do it first.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I'll kind of just narrate. I don't know if you'll hear the music or not. You might. And it is not playing. Okay, hold on. God damn it. I'm struggling today, huh?
It's fucking tech, man.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm refreshed. Oh no, there you go. I'm reloading the browser extension here. You can see it. I'm gonna go ahead, reload the page, and all of the CSS is updated. It's changed the colors, changed the banner. We go ahead and sort by lowest price. Go ahead, make a purchase, click on buy. Now, if we scroll down and notice, I can pause it like right here. So I'm sure you know what that is, right?
Yeah, you changed the action data for the transaction.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, but like I'm so used to Atomic Hub's UI, right? And they've never done anything to offer rewards for or really anything. This is a knock on Atomic Hub. I'm sorry, I can't hide it. But Nefty has, right? And most people really appreciate their Nefty rewards, but they would rather go with what they're familiar with. And it just shows that there's a way and a need and a desire for tools that change the way things work. And when you're dealing with when the data and the logic is not on a server, it's on a blockchain. Like, dude, like why aren't we doing this? Like, why do we have to rely on all of these incredible backend and smart contract devs to build like intuitive and all of the possible UI and UX experiences that we want as users? Like, why can't somebody else just build that? Let them do what they do best, and let the graphic artists come in, let the UI guys come in and add all of that other stuff. And yeah, NFT Hive as well. Exactly. Like you could, so just for example, this is just this one simple use case of how NFT driven utility. I feel like there's like a wide open and very extensible and and then I added this just as a dig. I don't know if you've ever watched Silicon Valley.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they were just playing a game. It's called Always Blue.
Yeah, no, that thing.
Nefty Hub is not so it will be, guys. So by tomorrow, I have another NFT ownership driven utility based on our calendar, our streaming calendar on our website, and that needs to be done by tomorrow. And so by that point, I feel like we could probably start rolling out testing stuff so NFT Hub can get tested and whatnot. There's no reason why it's not out now, to be honest with you. Yeah. NFT rewards are nice, but the overall UI is lacking, the user experience. And yeah, I would 100% agree. Yeah, I mint on Atomic, but sell on NFT.
So this is why, like, I'm upset with myself that I haven't focused more on UI. I'm not upset with myself, but it's a goal to keep improving it, because I feel like I have so many great tools on WAXDAO, but the UI just isn't, like, you can't compare it with Atomic Hub. So right now it's not even the same conversation. But the tools are there. It's just like I got to get a very professional UI made.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Whatever I can do to help you, please feel free to ask, man. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but I don't know if I would feel like if I excelled at anything, like it would probably be that.
I would I'll absolutely reach out to you. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. All right, last call for yeah, they sure did. They canceled the NFT quest. I don't know what went wrong. I figured that just it's like this is just how things are now. Like everything breaks in crypto, and that's just the way things work. What you said 3 months you're at where you're at?
Yeah, I'm here till January 26th, and then honestly, I haven't booked the next. You're probably gonna laugh, but I'm genuinely considering doing the van life thing for like 6 to 12 months, maybe.
Oh, word.
Yeah, because I'm here. I don't even have a car right now. I jumped in a U-Haul and drove here.
Yeah.
I don't need anything but a computer and an internet connection. I could do that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I want to travel, man. Like, yeah, there's so many reasons not to. Everybody brings up the negatives, like, oh yeah, well, you might have to shit one day, or whatever. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like, bro, one day we're all gonna die, and like, I can look back to when I was 32, and I could think, remember that time I spent a year traveling the country? I just jumped in a van and said, fuck it. Or I could look back and say,
yeah.
I got an Airbnb one time. I don't know. I want the experience.
Yeah, hell yeah,
I think
dude.
it would be awesome.
I did it. I did traveling like that in my early to mid 20s when I had no kids and no long-term relationship. Oh shit, Patrick, for the win. Yeah, and I'm glad I did because honestly, that's what put me here in Texas. If I was too firmly rooted like I am now, I'd have been stuck in Jersey and
nobody wants that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it'll always be home, and I'll even go as far as to say it's a nice place to visit, but it is not where I want to live.
There's always a reason not to do something. Comfort kills, man. Nobody ever died from being uncomfortable.
Yeah, dude. Let's see what else. Audience, what other questions do you have? You guys were firing them off, and then I don't know. That can't be all of them, right? What are there any plans for any cross chain?
Yeah, I mean, I have. Technically, we're already on EOS, but it's not even close to up to date. I haven't updated it. The UI for that part of the website.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's just like old, and it never really picked up. So I just haven't paid attention to it. Somebody asked, when I do side projects, do I do fixed bid or hourly? Usually fixed. One thing that I've learned is I have to know exactly what I'm doing. It needs to be laid out like in stone what you want done, and
right.
And what the finished point is, where like I complete the payment, because when you don't outline it, I have like 3 open projects right now, and I'm not like angry. I'm not angry with anybody. I appreciate the work, but it's just like I haven't gotten paid for any of them, and I've done so much work. It's like it's hard to sometimes establish a clear point of like, when is this done enough for me to get paid?
I think Traversy Media, that guy from if you've seen his videos, he's the one with like the thick Boston accent.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, dude, he does a stream on like everything you just said, like how, like when you're starting out, or if you've been developing for a while, and like you're just going to go into the freelance, and he's like, here's some things that you don't want to forget, and like you definitely nailed like at least two of the things you said right there.
Yeah, yeah, especially in something with as
Deliverables, like you know.
yes. That's why I'm so excited for the Fiverr platform that I'm doing too, the escrow platform, because it's going to solve a lot of this.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
And thank you everybody for the kind words.
Mm.
Yeah, I do usually like to get half up front or something for a smaller job. If someone asks me for a smart contract that's pretty basic, and I'm like, yeah, $200-300, usually I'll get 100 up front, 150 up front, and then that's no issue. But when someone asks me for a large project that's like a few $1,000s for X amount of weeks
Yeah.
or months, it's hard to just be like, yeah, give me $2,000 right now, and then so usually
Right. Yeah, personally, I'm the worst at that, at valuing my time or my skill set, or really just pricing it or asking for money in general. Like I'm terrible at that. Historically, I've had like my significant others handle that because like they were usually pretty aggressive with it, right? Sometimes you need that. I despise it. It
I
sounds
don't
like you might be the same way, kind of.
I don't like doing it either. It's but you have to, I guess. It's just especially when it's like a lot of the work that I do is people that I'm pretty cool with usually who want help
Right.
with their project. So it's like if you asked me to do something, I was like, yeah, bro, I'll help you out, and then I do a bunch of work and I haven't. It's weird. I don't want to be
Right.
like,
No.
yo, bro,
Yeah.
where's my money?
Right. Or reciprocity. If there's, if there's a quid pro quo there. Yeah, I always like to lead with that if I'm asking something, so that it's like very clear from the outset. Okay, can you do this for me? And in return, here's what I want to barter. Like, that sounds kind of stupid, but like,
No,
it makes me feel better if I'm like, at least I'm coming with something when I'm asking. If that makes sense.
yeah, the principle that I like to live by is to always give more than I get in some form
Yeah,
or
dude, there
another.
you go.
So
I just saw that somewhere. I can't remember where. Oh, it was in a. It was the license agreement from a GitHub repo. It said we have no license, and then they had like three like tenants, and that was one of them. God, I'll have to find it now.
that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. It was like a package JSON or
Read me.
something. Yeah, dude.
It's funny because we mentioned earlier about how a lot of the books a lot of them are rehashed info. That doesn't mean they're bad, but one thing that I keep coming across is that, and there's a couple others, just about how your thoughts affect your reality and
Right.
your subconscious mind and things like that. All these things seem to be pretty commonly repeated.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Kush Dubs, we'll have to hook up offline, man. And then I'm gonna have to write down because I'm starting to like lose track of everybody that's told me that they're either in. Oh shit, this guy's yeah, back to back. Hey guys, you know that this has happened like a couple times now, and I think Mount Doomy, who's in our audience, is like a 2-time showboater. Just FYI, if you didn't know that. So guys who developed this game had put out a challenge. So like if there's 2 grubfish left, right? One of them should initiate an explosion, right? So like they're gonna blow themselves up, but the blade kills the other guy before he explodes, and so thus they've won while showboating. Like if that makes sense. And yeah, it's happened twice. Now Doomy pulled it off. It's kind of fun. Have you ever done any game dev? Speaking of,
Like actual video games?
yeah, anything.
No, I mean I've built. I don't know if you could actually call them games. I've helped people with clicker, like the bear cave I built.
Oh no shit.
So I shouldn't say I don't want to take credit for the whole like idea or anything. They hired me to build the front end and make the smart contract.
Yeah.
And then also I've been helping out. I don't know if you've heard of Orchid. What do they call it? It's called something with Orchid. I'm helping them with their game too.
Nice.
I want to build a mini game, man. I just have so much other things I need to do, and I don't want to just build another clicker.
Yeah, man. I think that well, I don't know if you know Josh Stratton from Stratton Studios.
Yep.
He's going to be probably our next guest. I hope. Josh, hit me up if you're listening. Let's get you on here. But yeah, he is bringing or has brought the Unity SDK to. We'll do one more to Wax, and is working on all kinds of cool stuff.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And Gaz put me on to Phaser JS, if you've ever seen that. PHASER. I don't know. Seems like it's got a ton of support. Yeah, Phaser.io. All JavaScript essentially, Canvas and WebGL. And then he showed me another one, which was this one, I believe. And this is what he's made Crittercraft in. Is that right? Am I remember that? I'm not, but I thought that's what I had heard. Yeah, man. You know, if we were to see, yeah, Josh is amazing. A consummate professional, and like you said, always super willing to help people. Yeah, I think that if we could get some of these indie projects just like a little head start into, you know, and through shared code and components, and it doesn't even necessarily like have to be like, you know, I know that people are inherently protective of their ideas and their work, right? And to some degree, like you have to protect your IP, you have to protect your work, or be paid for it. Like I get all of that, and I'm not trying to be some kind of crazy person about everything needs to be shared. It doesn't, but the ability to make it modular and shareable, even at a cost, right? Like, there's no reason why you can't take a component like a canvas built on Construct that's like a Next.js app, right? Because I know from experience, like if you want to take Phaser and put it in Next.js, like it's a bitch. Like it's not just as simple as installing the package and put it, like there's all kinds of crazy stuff you have to do because of the SSR and all of that. And so, like, let's just say that, you know, and you could find repos out there where it's built, but like I would rather just find the one that's already put together, and I know for a fact that's already able to log into the blockchain of my choice, and I'll just start with this boilerplate, and sure, I'm willing to pay the $2 or $5 or $10 or whatever amount it is for this NFT. Does that make sense? Like
Bill Gates built this entire empire on licensing his products out to other companies so that they can use them.
Yeah,
that's the way to go, not just keeping everything to yourself.
Right, dude. Yeah. And I know Solana is they have a project called Coral Community. So they're trying to pioneer NFTs, extensible. The X stands for executable, like .exe, in a mobile app. So they are, the way I understand it is they're building a complete operating system for their NFTs to run. Which is cool. Like I'm not knocking any of it. I saw a Pinata article where, so I don't know if you know this, but on OpenSea, and I know this because we have these weird, here it is, NFTs that can do it. So these guys were super clever with the way they built this, right? So like you can play this game right here on OpenSea, and you know, and that's super cool. And it's just an iframe. That's it. It's, you know, no crazy tech. But the article that I saw from Pinata was showing how you can do an entire app in an NFT, and the entire app will show in that preview on OpenSea. And and I feel like, oh, that's cool. Also, it's all super cool. I think that bringing code and like that's the true utility. Like that's when NFTs are like really starting to fucking heat up. Like when they can hold data and logic and execute.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
We've established the ownership aspect, and like all this time, the argument has been like, you have the people. Some people say NFTs are shit because it's just art, and other people are like,
Right.
no, it's about ownership of.
Right. Exactly.
Now we need to make. Yeah, now we need to actually make it the owner, the thing you own. What's the next?
Dude.
What's the next level to that?
Exactly. Yeah, man. Yes, like I said, lots of bleeding edge tech, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm way over my head on most of it, but I think I know just enough to ask the right questions. And sometimes the problem is you don't know what you don't know, right? But like if you can get over that hump, and then like you can start to identify the shit that you don't know, like then you're not doing so bad. Then like I'm sure from searching Stack Overflow, like if you can make the right query, usually you can get yourself out of the jam that you're in.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I always say when people ask, how do I learn coding, or how do I learn this? And my answer is always like, it doesn't matter if it's coding, it doesn't matter what it is. I could know absolutely nothing about a topic right now, and if I decided I want to dive into it, I won't know what questions to ask. Let's say I want to become an electrician. Today I might look up what is electrician, and then tomorrow I'll be like, can I wire two batteries in series if one's 12 volts and 124 volts, and can I connect a resistor, and what ohms to that? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Learn the questions to ask, you figure everything out.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, like I was. So one of the things that one of the pain points that I feel like I've identified as a user on Wax, and it's the indexing of data, right? There's plenty of search tools out there and explorers. They all show the same, about like roughly the same data, and a lot of them are missing certain things. Like if you are a game creator and you're going to make these super cool NFTs that are mutable, and they change and they do all kinds of shit, and then like what changes makes them valuable. Well, guess what? Like your users can't search by that on anywhere ever. And that sucks, because they should be able to. I mean, if that attribute, that that super rare mutable attribute makes that NFT worth X amount more, like how are you ever supposed to find that on the marketplace? And indexing all of that data, I feel like Defuse is the only one. If you're familiar with Defuse, that's a GraphQL.
Yeah, somewhat familiar. I haven't fully.
Yeah, believe it or not, dude, that's where I started, not knowing anything at all. And it just so happened it was the first EOS API that I stumbled upon when I was trying to make bots for Upland. Funny enough. But Overseas Madman came into one of the Wax. I don't know if you saw it, but came into one of the Wax dev telegrams, which I don't know how I replied, but I did. And I was asking, like, how can I find where my RAM is being utilized? And like, I didn't know this. Like, there's nothing out there. There's nothing out there that will tell you specifically in a organized or a presentable manner, like where all your RAM is at. Like, you would have to literally pull up a list of your transactions, and there's really only one website that I could even find where you could do that, and it uses the GraphQL. It's EOS Nation, EOSQ, but you have to dig for it, and even when you get there, like, super convoluted. So like,
you gotta go to the table.
Yeah, man. Like, why is this? I mean, dude, you know how much shit I probably have on like Our Planet or who knows? Like, and blacklisted. I think maybe somebody corrected me on this one, but I felt like if I owned blacklisted NFT that was still eating up RAM for me, and sure, if I burned it, it would go back to the rug puller or whoever. But regardless, it would free up RAM, I think, right? And I would just like to know, like it just periodically just peer in and say, like, oh yeah, look at that, like that's still staked over there. How funny, or you know what I mean?
I think if that gets introduced, it's probably going to end up having to be something like the Atomic Hub RAM situation, where somebody's going to have to replay a state history node and get like every single transaction tracked.
Right. And so yeah, that's why I started off on this silly tangent, was so I was starting to think of, like, so from a browser extension perspective, like what's the best way to handle data, right? And I think that the answer is have the user pull their data in and then stay synced, but keep it there locally. Every browser has has lots of storage. It has local storage, session storage, but it also has a full database. I don't know if you were aware of this, but IndexedDB, it's like a full database that's like, it's for big data. It's in your browser. Well, there's that, but that's kind of slow, right, dude? I found, so these guys that I'm working with the Chrome extension, and this is bonkers, right? They put me onto this SQLite package. So these guys, they took SQLite database, compiled it down to WASM, and run it, and it runs in the browser. And so I don't know if like that's kind of crazy, dude. So it's a full data. Yeah.
So it runs in the browser as an actual like app, or it's more like,
yeah, exactly,
more like a NoSQL type of thing.
So
like a file, a JSON file, or whatever.
I'll send you so now it's running as a full app. Wow. In the browser. Yeah, man, that's pretty cool. And then the only thing that it, like, the WASM doesn't do is doesn't persist, but then like you just use you would use IndexedDB for that, and like there's another package for that. And so just the way that I was thinking about it, I'm like, so user downloads extension, signs in, it has to pull down all that data, but it only has to do that once, as long as you don't wipe your browser history and data. But then you forever have all of your transactions right where it belongs, on your device or computer. I don't know if that makes sense. We'll see if I can get it to work out. I'm pretty excited about the possibility about WASM and what it holds for the future.
It makes total sense. It's basically like you'll be able to. It's like having a copy of a state history node, but for your account only.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, man. Like taxes, like that was, when I was searching for the RAM thing, like that was another thing that somebody mentioned on the Stack Exchange. Like, hey, I need to go through all of this because I'm doing my, whatever, and what I lost on RAM expenses, like that needs to go into my taxes. And
I think Anders is doing something really cool for WAXDAO, I think it's called. I don't know if you've.
Yeah, I thought that was Stuck had one also.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe. I know Any Observation was working on one.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. I don't have anything to say about taxes. I think Sandy's doing our taxes. I don't know.
I lost money the last couple of years. So
yeah, dude, I don't make money. I don't. What is that? Awesome, brother. All right, so now we're way over. We're at an hour and a half, which is super cool. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Tax is fraudulent. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Did you have anything for our audience before we let them go?
I don't know. I'm never good with
goodbyes.
Yeah. I don't like to make promises. I don't.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I hear you. I feel you there. So listen, let's do this. Let's maybe say that we'll have you back on sometime soon, but we'll leave it open as far as to when that may be. And then we'll just figure that off online. Yeah.
Should I like give something away? Should I give like a Wojak away or something?
I was going to cover the prizes. I won't ever say no. If you want to send something over to give.sanika, I can send it to you. I'll send it to you. Yeah, dude, like, I'm never going to say no to stuff to give to the community, but I intended on just sending out our giveaway tickets.
Also, yeah, I could send over a Wojak, and
yeah.
if you wanna...
Word, homie. Yeah, we'll throw that in there. And yeah, awesome, man. I think we got Taco Tuesday tomorrow, and then hopefully doing the dev stream again on Thursday with Josh. And I don't know. I'm trying to get like another smart contract dev on. So we'll see who I can bug. Pigwig is dodging me for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't want to keep you on till or whatever, but I don't know if you knew that I launched a smart contract programming series on Wax. It's like 9 videos long on YouTube.
Say what? On where at? On Udemy?
YouTube for free.
Oh, nice, dude. No, link me, brother. Shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. I had to get Hattie, who's my mentor in our backend dev, and like I hate watching myself or listening to myself on stream. So like, I know we had a video where we went through VS Code setup for smart contracts, but like I refused to watch it, so I had to call him up and ask him to help me get unstuck.
I actually kind of like watching my videos for some reason.
Good, dude. That's great. I can't stand it.
I think it's just I like to see if I did all right and how I can improve them.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the thing you're supposed to do. I know without a doubt. I refuse to do it.
I just pasted a link to the playlist. Yeah, it's 3 hours long, 9 videos.
Nice.
Pretty much shows everything. I do it on a Mac, but it's
yeah, that's hold on, let me post something here for anybody. So if you're in the market for a PC or new computer, new phone, or whatever, and you're not sure who you should go with, so I did a very comprehensive and objective thesis. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the link into the chat there. Should-I-buy-apple.com. You'll get everything you need to know about buying your next smart. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen that site, Mike. I'm gonna pull your videos up here though. It just says no. It's the best $15 I've ever spent on a domain.
That's awesome. I honestly, I just use it out of habit, just because I still had the Mac, once I get started. But it's definitely limiting with certain things.
So how do I would have to click on each one and right?
Yeah, well then it just goes through the video, like on the right side there, it would autoplay the next one once you're done.
Oh yeah. Sweet. So and you're not using EOS Studio, is that correct?
Nope, I use Sublime Text and I just do everything through the terminal and
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So how do you advise developers who have no experience in strongly typed languages or C++ or like maybe they only know HTML and CSS? Like, what advice, if any, do you give them?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like if they want to write contracts or just in general?
Yep.
Well, if they want to write contracts, I would say, I mentioned that actually in the first video. That's pretty much what I go through. If you're brand new, I would highly suggest learning C++ and watching an actual tutorial series. Did you link one or no? I did, yeah. Caleb Curry's videos. It's like long, but
okay, cool.
It will help you. And excellent. Yeah, for like any new programmer, I would suggest probably one of those quote unquote programming Bible books, because it's all about the logic. It's not about the language. Like, once you know how to think about how to tackle problems, it really doesn't matter what the syntax is. Right. Yeah, kind of like we were talking earlier. To an extent. Like, obviously, if you're trying to learn hooks in React, you're gonna have to learn hooks in React. But yeah, dude. I have such a love-hate relationship with hooks. When I first started, I didn't really know anything about even the existing built-in ones, but
Right, right, right.
I write my own custom hooks now for all my API calls and things like that.
Right, right, right. And like every so often I'll get like or you don't understand the rules of hooks, or I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like I don't know them. Obviously because I keep
Yeah.
doing this every 3 months. Like
Yeah, you can't call it outside of the functional
yeah,
component or
dude.
whatever.
I'm like,
There's two main ones, I think. You can't do that, and
yep.
you can't do something inside of it, like call
Call it outside outside of a function body or inside another hook.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah, those are like the two so a lot of people will try to call another hook inside like use effect, and that's like the biggest one that at
Yeah.
least I've done a bunch of times. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck,
I know when I first started, I was trying to put like the question mark syntax before I got into the functional, like at the top where you're defining the variables and stuff and importing stuff. And I didn't get it. I was like, why is this not working?
Yeah, man. Yeah, brother. Awesome. I will promote the shit out of these. Oh, and it looks like you show off the EOS also, dude. It's super cool.
Yeah, I cover like pretty much everything you could. I walk through actually writing contracts to show you how to handle like transfers, and I write an actual contract in there.
Sweet. Yeah, man. I was gonna tackle this. I was gonna tackle a smart contract this weekend, but I let this goddamn Superbase Prisma thing consume all my time. Not sure if you've played with either of those at all, but
I have
they're
not.
they're like back end text for like front end. I don't know. They got so many different ones. Superbase is pretty amazing. I'll send it to you offline so I don't keep you here much longer. But it's got a great OAuth provider support, sign in with like Google, but it has Twitch and Discord and like all the logins that you would want as an NFT project, like the ones that people actually use.
I might be wanting. I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going about all the data and login stuff for the escrow platform, so I might look into that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm storing some stuff on chain, like the public profile info, but people are going to have to communicate, sharing private messages and files. So I can't store all that on chain.
Yeah, I would say take a look at Superbase. So when I first heard about it, nobody told me that it was a Firebase alternative, and like I love Firebase because like it's easy for me. It's a back end tech and with front end syntax, and it's perfect. And Superbase is open source and better apparently, and it's Postgres and not Google's silly whatever the heck language. Everybody's typing like we're playing again. So
do you want to just do the Wojak in another one?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, well, let's run one more. Let's do it. I don't have anywhere to be. Not until 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I ramble on, man. I can go for days. I do have to get some work done, but
yeah, same. Yeah, dude. I was right. You're probably like me, and it's like, dude, I need to schedule more things. I think. I found that if I have an appointment at like 1:30, like I did today, like I'm struggling with something all fucking morning, but then at like 12:50 is when I finally crack it because it's getting really close to that appointment time, and it's like I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a pressure thing, and my brain like won't let me solve it until there's immense pressure. That
subconscious mind thing I was talking about before.
Yeah.
There's like another person inside you that's like, yo, 40 minutes left, here you go.
Dude, it seems like it seems like every time that I'm struggling, I'll solve it like right before I have to be somewhere else. Now let's see. Yeah, dude, you guys tricked us into this one. We got 53 viewers. Damn, maybe more. They came out to see you, Mike. That's a testament to everything you've done for this community.
They didn't even have any questions. No one wanted to talk to me on the phone. My feelings are hurt.
Oh yeah, dude. That's screwed. You're right about that. We'll have to get him on next time.
It's funny because I get so many people asking me to get. I've been trying to be better about it lately because I really hate when people ask me to get on calls. Like, I don't hate it.
Shout out Blue Glue Smurf Blood, dude.
I like networking, but I hate when random people ask me to like waste my time and they don't explain to me like why it's beneficial to me. I just get like randoms that reach out to me like, "Hey, bro, can you get? I just want an hour of your time to talk about X, Y, and Z." It's like,
right.
What do you want me to just give you an hour for like, to build your project? Like I don't have my own shit to build.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
At least offer something. Like, explain to me why I should get on the phone.
Yeah, man. All right, maybe let me see if I have my damn repos are looking like. I might be able to show you some of what. So I'm gonna be meeting with Larcy, who's the Wax ambassador lead, at some point in the next couple of days. And I'm hoping to get like the taco guys and Coleman from Warsaken and all these people that do like regular streams where they're going concurrently or frequently. Like the ambassadors are wanting to start up that for brawlers. Obviously Taco just released Crypto, so they're wanting to do it. Warsaken has like pretty much set the standard for it for all of Wax, and I can see opportunity there to make that more fun or to incentivize some of it. And so I already knew that, like, from personal experience, like I needed a calendar. Like somebody asks me if I'm scheduling an interview and they're like, when are you free? Like, more than likely I'm going to already kind of know what my week looks like and say those things. But then something like, anytime other than that, I'm fine. But like, that's not really the right answer. Like, I should be looking to see what most benefit the people that, the other streamers, right? Like, it would be so silly to schedule something at 3:00 and there's nobody starting a stream right as I get done, but there is like 30 minutes after that or an hour after that. Like, just schedule it so that like they can bleed into each other, right? And then so now, like, we're kind of passing on that love, and there's just definitely a need for it, right?
For sure.
And so I started building a calendar. Let me see, this is gonna fire up. And then I need to build a smart contract for part of this. I'll show you part, but it should be fairly simple, dude. I think it's just a couple structs, maybe. All right. So I don't know if you've seen our website here. I'm not sure if this calendar button is the one that works.
Actually, I might have.
Oh, yeah, this is not where I'm going. Yeah, dude. I have to go this silly route. This is never mind. Maybe I'm not showing it to you. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, interesting. I have a banner here too. I wonder what size this is. This is probably like the same as yours, right? Looks it, right?
Looks pretty close.
Yeah, it sure is. 1152, 56. All right. So anyway, right now there's obviously errors because it's a test environment. It's just pulling like some random streamers from their schedule from Twitch. Eventually you would be able to click on your profile if you were signed in, and if I were left house, then it would give me like edit rights here. How would it know that I'm left house? And so down here, so this is kind of like, so this is like, I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't because I have this here. Yeah, so it's like, it's a little thing that slides up from the bottom. and like not all the buttons are totally moving, but like, so this is where like how I kind of envision like the Chrome extension working, kind of hidden and out of the way, but like when you need it, like it shows up there, whatever buttons or inputs that you need for that particular web page, because it would adapt and adjust based on where you're at. Like those will show up. And like for example, like this one, like we need a Twitch login, so boom, it's going to present that to me and give me the Twitch login, and so now it knows that I am in fact Left House because I signed in with that account, and then now I'm able to edit this and that, blah blah blah. I have more control over my profile, and I can change my calendar and my schedule and all that. Shit's great, whatever. So the cool part with the smart contract, like kind of doing the same thing, like Nefty and you guys are doing with the ads, right? But in the sense of like, so like a stream of the day, right? So whoever gets, so each stream is able to be upvoted on, right? Oh no, I'm all out of tokens, right? We're going to start dripping our token. I think tomorrow is what we said. So you'll be able to, I guess, bid or stake. And I don't have it totally worked out. Sandy's going to help me with a lot of it tonight. But the idea is just roughly like, so you bid kind of whatever, however much you want, or whatever stream that you want. That's all going into a pool. Whoever has the most at whatever cutoff time, let's call it like 12 a.m. Central. Whoever has the most votes at that time, that becomes the stream of the day for the next one. Gets pushed out via Twitter bot to our Twitter, maybe once or twice a day. So that's a little bit of a value add, right? Like you're getting us to tweet about your stream. Like, that's cool. It's not super valuable, but it's something. But then more so, like all of those tokens that were collected there, like you just redistribute those back to the streamer and the audience, and all of that could be coordinated because of the Twitch login and the Wax wallet. Is that making sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty cool, man. Actually, yeah. So it's kind of like getting some advertisement out of it, and then also the tokens come back as well.
Yeah. Like more so driving, like, I mean, this probably sounds corny, but like just like driving camaraderie and like amongst streamers, getting them to like support and advocate for each other and be more cognizant of where they're sending their viewers. And you can gamify it. Like, there's so many war staking streamers. Like you could legit gamify it if you really wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't sound corny at all, man. Like I said, all these books that I'm reading, one theme that keeps recurring in every single one is the value of actual, getting people together and working together instead of trying to be the lone wolf.
Right. Yes, exactly.
You harm your neighbor, you harm yourself. You help your neighbor, you help yourself. That's
exactly, dude. Yeah. Or a rising tide
lifts
all boats.
Yeah, something.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's just a couple structs maybe that I need. So it's just going to need to keep track of. I'm going to have to run a server, I guess, to know when it's whatever the cutoff is, to know to total and grab, and then I guess clear the tables.
Yeah, but I do usually stuff like that. I just have a node server that just kind of submits a transaction to.
Interesting.
Yeah, something. So like I mentioned earlier, the OTC market does a 24-hour average price. So pretty much, I just submit a transaction to my contract once per hour. That just it's an action on the contract that checks Alcor, finds the price, stores it in the table, and updates the table. I have a node server handles that.
Yeah. If I wasn't petrified of loops, I am. Because I always screw them up, and like they'll work for a little bit, but then they'll break, and when they break badly. I'm sure I'll figure it out though. It needs to run once a day and pick a winner and clear the tables, I would think, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It sounds simple enough.
And then as far as the tokens are concerned, that's going to need to be transferred. It's like, so a staking of a token is different. It's not using the transfer action. Is that correct?
So staking a token usually, yeah, you transfer to the contract, and the contract gets notified, and then you just store information in a table for like the user and how much they sent and all that stuff.
So it does. Yeah. Okay. So it is going.
Well, yeah, once I actually dove into this stuff and started coding and realized that like staking is just literally transfers, and like
Right.
packs are not a real thing. There's just
Right.
You just send an
Yeah.
NFT and send one back. It's kind of
Yeah,
like,
dude.
damn, this shit's all pretty simple.
Yo, can we make packs like baseball card packs like when we were growing up, like where like if I buy the pack today, it's going to have the same NFTs in it that it will a week from now or a year from now or 10 years. Like those aren't going to change. Like what's in there is in there, and nobody knows what's in there until for the most part, until every single other one is open. Then I guess you can
That's kind
deduce
of
it.
tough unless you have a way. You would have to come up with some mechanism of like a seed, some type of encryption or something where you mask like the. I don't know how you can do that within a contract because that's tough. Like right now, the way it's set up,
Yeah.
is, I'm sure you know, obviously, that when you have a pack, there's not actually a specific NFT in it. You just
Right.
You know, it's an RNG thing.
Yeah, dude, that sucks. I don't know. I think it like when you find that out as a new person, and like you're like,
It's
like,
weird.
it's just deflating and disappointing. Like I didn't know. Like why was I holding on to this then? Like
Yeah, I used to think like I was holding my packs, and I'd be like, yeah, well, this one's got the rare, this one's got the legendary in it.
Yeah.
Wait till I open this thing.
Yeah, dude.
And then I finally realized, I was like, oh wait, it doesn't have anything in it.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like it's literally a mint pass. That's it. A pack is the same thing as a mint pass.
Yeah, dude. All right, dude. Shout out Penny Bags and Jam 4485. Y'all are the winners. You're all winners. But those two won this round. Grubfish. Mike, dude, you're right. We probably could hang out here all day. I'm going to get back to work, though, because I want to be ready to get some shit out and ready to go by tomorrow.
Yeah, people are going to be pissed at me if I don't finish WAXDAO and I'm over here chatting.
Shit, did I ever show you? Have you ever seen what it says on my my whiteboard?
I don't think so.
Get
back to that's awesome. I got I don't know if you could see any of that. I have a whole bunch of shit over here.
Yeah.
Knocking things over. Yeah, it's like principles of things I've read in books, and
nice.
Stay hungry, stay foolish. That's the Steve Jobs quote.
Hell yeah. All right, brother. Dude, thank you so much, man. It was super fun, and I can't wait to do this again. Audience, we're gonna get you over to somebody doing something cool, and just make sure that you send our love from Mike and Trent. And y'all have a great afternoon. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for having me. Take care.